Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with the Aries season, reading for the Aries idols, and it's going to be the turn of EXO Sehun. Of course that he was on my list, like I was going to read for him this week, but then someone let me know that there was something going on with some rumors and they wanted to see if I could put some cards for him. Of course, as this reading, I'm doing it in the format that I'm doing the others, in the sense that to see what's available for him for this year. So yes, let's start with the cards. He got the Sun card, the Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and then from the Oracle, he got the card of Saturn in Sagittarius, Fulfillment. So, yeah, definitely there's a female here. Definitely there's someone, I would say this person is very influential because she comes with the sun. And also, for her to come out like at the beginning of the reading, it means that definitely she has a strong influence, in the sense that she has resources. And probably she is supported by influential people that somehow allow her to get information. I don't know. There's something about, you know what? It seems like this person, actually they don't need anything in life. Like actually, I see her like almost like a very spoiled person. Like, but somehow she's very focused on making him fall. Honestly, I don't think that this is a fan. I mean, she could be a fan, but I think that it's more of an infatuation from a very bored person, someone that actually has it all. And I wonder if she's famous, because she has the sun next to her. So maybe she could be like an influencer, like to work on the industry. A fire sign, definitely she is. Like she's very entitled. She definitely feels better than the rest. And I think that also is not like a young adult. Probably she is like 28, 29 probably. And she's very well established, but I think that, if you notice the cards, if you notice the Queen of Wands, she's looking at the Five of Pentacles. So definitely she feels miserable inside, and she wants him to feel miserable as well. There's something about she wanting him to probably be kicked out of the group or being left out, for him to experience like the desperation, something like to teach him a lesson, or to be like, okay, this is how it feels when people don't want you anymore, and when you are a nobody, or when they cast you out, when they leave you out, they close the doors on your face, and they give you no more opportunities. But definitely I think that it also has to do with money somehow. Maybe this person knows that for him, like, financial stability is important, and his career, of course, is important. And she's like, she wants to ruin that. She wants him to lose everything, to feel poor. And that's very twisted, actually, because I see her like she definitely she comes from a very influential background. So I think that for her it's almost like a game. is like, I don't have to work, like I don't have to work like you to get money. You are a puppet. I'm not, because I have privileges. So yeah, it's a very twisted mind, and also I was like, why does she feel so like, definitely a person that I think that probably she's not going to back down. Probably she's going to keep insisting that that what she's saying is right. Also blame the victim, probably, because she's looking at the possible scenario, like, how can I, play this scene? How what emotion do I bring? How do I act? What do I say? What are the right words? So it's very twisted. Like, actually, like, I would, from what I see here, I would be like, this person definitely is a narcissistic person. Definitely, she has her ego very up there. So if people are like pretending to make her feel sorry for what she does, I don't think you ever, like, accomplish that, because I don't know. And also, she wants attention to herself. She wants attention to herself. She's bored of life. um but yeah, I see her like very influential. Like actually, I see it. I don't know if she could have like a potential double life, where she, in her regular life, she has like everything under control, or she's a boss, or something like this, or she is an influencer that a lot of people admire. Um, and then, in her free time, she does these creepy things, something like this. But definitely she's famous. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not an idol. It's not, no. But I feel that she could, I don't know. But she's definitely like very concentrated on him, very concentrated on everything he does. And I think that, I don't know why, but she feels like she knows that he has, like, I don't know, she knows how much he makes, or what kind of income he has, or what are his things of value, like somehow what he owns financially. She knows something about that. And she's like, oh, you're not that rich, you are not that, um, somehow, I don't know, comparing herself to him make her feel like like a queen, like, it's very twisted. It's very twisted. Definitely, this person is not okay. It's not okay. Um, but yeah, I think that for Sehun, yes, it could actually make him feel a bit like, thank God he didn't get cards of suffering. So I know that there were some people that were like sharing what he said, how he expressed, how angry he was about the situation. Thank God I don't see here cards of like rage or anger actually coming from him, because I'm reading for him. But definitely he knows of this person because she's here, and he's a bit like upset also that she is getting like a recognition that she doesn't deserve, a title that she doesn't have, like, like a place in his fans' minds that she shouldn't have. This is not about him like, oh, she's becoming famous. No, it's more about why she here again, why she's so in trying to mess up like my life, like, and also like like become such a strong figure in my fans' minds that it ruins their experience. I think that he's very upset about that. Like, who is this person? Like, he's really like like offended by this, by how probably I don't know. I haven't read what she posted when she said she was a girlfriend, or what she said, or if she said something, I don't know. But if she does say something, or if she does have like a page or something, she definitely has a very strong pride. It seems like someone that just wants to be famous, someone that wants the attention. And I think that he knows this, and this is what actually makes him feel very uncomfortable, because he's like, I have so many things to focus on right now that this is offensive. This is like, um, I don't know how everything is. Why like does everything has to do with my love life, or someone that I'm seeing, or who I'm seeing, or if I'm seeing someone? I think that he's becoming a bit allergic to people valuing more if he's single or not than actually what he does, his projects probably. So he's like, this is because he's a very practical guy. This is why I think that, yes, he can sound like probably he's upset, and he has all the right to be. Of course, that's very healthy that he expresses his frustration. But honestly, here I see that for him, it's all about his image. He's like, I've been working so hard so many years to do what's right, to do what's right, to not fall into temptations, to be always righteous, to always, be a hardworking and dedicated person. So he's like, how come these sick people can come and make rumors about me or speculate about me, and all of the sudden they are everywhere, like their influence spreads, and suddenly it's all about who I'm supposedly dating, instead of like, okay, is Sehun okay? Like, is he okay? Like, I think that that's something that makes him feel very insecure. Like, do I really have to get involved into a rumor for people to remember me, or for people to like actually like get interested into what's going on with me? Why don't they get interested in what's going on with me without any scandals, or maybe accepting that I do have a very routinary life, and that actually like I am working just like anyone. Like, it's just that I'm an idol, but my struggles are very similar to a regular person. Like, I'm doing my best to get as many opportunities in the business as I can, you know so he's like very offended in that sense, because he doesn't understand these people posting things online. For him, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, and it does make him feel insecure, because he's like, oh, okay, it doesn't matter, what I do, or what I'm good at, or if I achieve something important in my field. No, it matters, like this person is taking the spotlight, or this subject is taking the spotlight. Um, Definitely he wants someone to pay. I see some repercussions for this. It's going to be slow. Honestly, it's going to be slow. Slowly, a bit of justice and also a bit of fairness could be introduced in his life. But I think that definitely it ruins his mood. Probably he had a lot of excitement, or he had a lot of, I don't know, he had a vision for this year. And here with this Two of Swords, it's like, I don't know what to feel or think about this. Honestly, I feel like even though there could be offered solutions or protections for his name, or I don't know, legal action. Um, I think that either the company is going to work very slow, like always, like like we cannot be some surprising here. It seems like they could attempt to do something to somehow put these people in their place. But then, for Sehun, it's like it's something that is always going to get him very uncomfortable inside, probably not feeling entirely free, feeling like, okay, like this person is going to harm me forever, like it's like for him it's going to make him feel um, a bit like unstable, like I don't know what to think or feel about this. Like I don't know, and I'm not 100% convinced that this person or whatever they do, or these people that spread the rumors, like I don't know if they're going to stop. So I will always be, or at least for this year, is like he's going to be like a bit hesitant, like, okay, I don't think it's over yet, like somehow a bit paranoid, yes, because it's like I don't know what to think about this, I don't know, but definitely, if probably in his mind, he's like, there are moments where he doesn't care at all, but then there are moments where he does. And probably one of the things that will get a bit triggered is that probably the company is not working as fast to fix this as they should. So it's like they promise him that they will resolve this, but then at the end, as months passes and time passes, he will realize like, oh, okay, I'm stuck with this again. But I think that probably also the best advice for him for this year also would be to not react to this person like further. It's like, okay, you probably said what you wanted to say, but don't give more opinions, or just remain neutral and let justice work on this. Because I think that, like I mentioned, since this person is very egotistic, and it's probably I would say that they are not very well when it comes to their mind, I think that probably him talking about them, it somehow like makes them feel more, more like eager to keep doing this. Somehow it triggers them. They're like, oh, you think you can stop me? I'm going to keep delivering more and more and more, quote unquote, proofs. Like, but yeah. So I think that for him is going to be very, very uncomfortable. Um, Yeah, or probably he will have to wait to see the resolution. He will have to somehow be very pendant on, okay, what do we do from now on? How do we proceed from here, and not having like a final resolution for this year. So being a bit like hanging in there, like, okay, do you know something about this? Like, have you come to a resolution? But um, yeah, definitely this is not a good moment for this to happen, because I think that honestly, I wouldn't say like SM doesn't have money. It's not about money. I think that since they are in this very, how can I say this? They are in this very unstable moment of transition. Probably things are getting slower. And honestly, it wouldn't shock me if it was the fans, the ones that would come up with a resolution. Really, really, because I see him like somehow like not being able to move on from this, like somehow being stuck in his mind. But he's not suffering. This is what I want you to know, at least from what I'm getting from the cards here. I don't see him angry. I don't see him heartbroken. I think that somehow there's a bit of familiarity with her. And also Sehun is, like I mentioned, is a very practical and rational guy. So he probably is focused. He's focused on work, on work, and on other things. But at the same time, this is like it's like a little interruption that he's like, oh, again, this again, like, like, oh man, he just it's like a bit like annoyed by all this, because he's like, are you kidding me? Actually, I feel like this sentiment is something that a lot of EXO members get, because when I read for Suho, and that rumor that someone was asking me about, there was this rumor about him stealing I don't know what, and I pulled some cards from him for him during my live, and it also was this card about him actually laughing and being like, "Are you serious? This is what they're saying? This is the rumor? This is what it's on the internet?" Like, definitely for these guys, probably because I believe that their experiences, and also because they are more mature, and their lifestyle is very different. They are a bit like, they cannot believe that this is what people feed their minds to. They cannot believe that people make these things to somehow feed their fantasies, or feed their ego, or somehow, like, get a bit of attention. And since they are always like working in a material world, probably with opportunities, signing deals, or I don't know, trying to be very realistic with how they invest their money, if they have money, because we don't know with the same. But they're always very rational and practical guys, and they are also are thinking a lot about, long-lasting actions, attitudes. These are people that are somehow building their future, and they are very stable and focused on results. So when these things happen, it's like, I'm a clown. Am I a clown? Like, really? Me again? Like, yeah, it's very offensive. I'm sorry. But then on the oracle, he got the card of Saturn in Sagittarius fulfillment. So I think that even though there's this big drama, probably he is going to be like fulfilling his work, his destiny, and what he wants to achieve for this year. So even though there could be this person, these rumors, these interference, at the end he's going to actually be celebrating something important, something that really has to do with what he's working on, his work. So for him, this year is going to be also of a lot of expansion. Probably this guy is studying something. It's not. I don't know if some of you know something about him, but I think that he's definitely like thinking about, going overseas, like going to study another culture, or traveling somewhere for an event. He's definitely like, he has a lot of things to do. So probably he's like, this year he's going to manage to do everything that is on the agenda for him. So for him, it's going to be very fulfilling. And also he's thinking about new projects, and I think that for him, fulfillment means to be able to finish the activities and with the members, and being very healthy, and them taking care of each other, you know, and the fans also being okay, you know. For him, it's all about like let's enjoy this, let's, you know, let's forget about the inconvenience, and just let's keep working together. You know, for him, he's very expansive. You know, he's always thinking about the goal, you know, and he's very persistent and loyal. So he's like, you know, yeah, I know this is a mess, but, you know, I will keep doing my best anyway. He's a very serious and a very like a straightforward individual. You know, I feel it because as I'm reading for him, I feel the seriousness. You know, definitely he's very serious. This is why I don't see emotions here. I don't see him like losing his sleep or losing his mind or being very angry and out of control about this. No, not at all. I see him reacting, yes, like acknowledging that this is not okay, that I don't like uncertainties, I don't like this, I want this to stop, but from a very rational and also from a very controlled kind of attitude. You know, I don't see him like going crazy, like, because I see him that for him this is serious, and probably everything is serious, but I think that probably he also just wishes, you know, the fans also could be also a bit more selective about what they consume or about what they believe, because he's like, you guys know me, like, why I don't have to come here and repeat myself and to talk about, you know, my values. You guys know me, like, you know, for him, in all of this, saying this with a straight face. So definitely, he's a very strong-willed individual. For him, this is no joke. This is not, you know, for him, this is like offensive, and actually he feels very pity for these people to be living a life like this, you know, about defaming others or trying to bring someone's career down with this. You know, he's a bit disgusted. You know, he's like, this is so tasteless. This is so not cool. You know, this is not decent at all. So he's judging her. Yes, he's judging. So yes, guys, this is all I have for him. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.